Hi there, this is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Virgo. Hello Virgos, I did not forget about you and Pisces. You guys are my last two signs. Thank you for your patience, everything in divine timing. So Virgo, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, as well as the cross watcher of the Virgos. All right, should we start out with, I think we're gonna start, let's do C'est la vie. Virgos. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. You have making your mark and fate. I just got the chills with those two cards. It's like some of you are on the path to making a huge mark, impression on either a person or in fucking life in general. Do you know what I mean? Like humanity. Like you're going to create such big change or create something, invent something, or be a part of something, or I don't know. It does tie into the energy of, you know, we feel this way that for some people, they have been chosen by their ancestors, if you will, or they've been the chosen ones to create change, break generational curses, to start that act of healing so that we can help. So when we heal those that came before us and we heal those that come after us. We stop the cycle of a repetitive karmic lesson or cycle. Okay, so this is huge impact. Some of you feel it in your bones. Like you just feel like you're meant for more. Do you know what I mean? You just feel like, it reminds me of Belle in Beauty and the Beast. Remember how she was like, she just feels like she was more than this provincial town, right? She was just like, she just felt more. And you don't know what. For some of you, you can't see it. You don't know what it is. You just know you're built for more than your little town you were in, or you feel like you are the black sheep in your family for a reason, right? There's like a purpose to this, your life. I heard that there's a turning point coming for you. There's going to be big changes coming. Could be sudden change. A big turning point, change, fortune. Oh, some of you are definitely going to break the chains of poverty, the cycles of financial struggle and burden. Some of you will be the first wealthy person in your bloodline in years, right? Because some of you, what had happened was you came from this. It could have been you come from nothing, then there's wealth and it was lost, right? Or however, whatever your story is going to be. This is some of you connecting with the energy of money. And not just money, because money could be coins, 15 cents. This could be 15 million, billion dollars, right? You're connected to the energy of wealth, of fortune, big bucks. Union. And this could be connected to the person that you marry. Some of you might marry someone that is already wealthy. Some of you might, it could be that you guys make your money together, right? You make your mark on the world together and you create all this fortune together. But there's something connected with the fortune and the union, which, like I said, it could be that they have money already. Which, you know, I know people feel some kind of way about that. And I know I did back in the day before I started my healing process. Like, I didn't want to be with nobody that already had a lot of money because I didn't want them to use it against me. But I think that when you find the right person and it's really your person, they won't use that against you. And they won't say, well, if you wouldn't have that if it wasn't for me. That's not going to happen. This would be very much so like Cinderella, right? Meeting and falling in love with the prince. It reminds me of in Ever After, how, you know, Danielle, she was basically like waiting on her stepmother and sister's hand on foot, and she was basically like the help for them, right? Or their slave. I hate the word the help, but you know what I mean, right? They treated her as that, as like she was working for them, and you see what I'm saying? But in reality, she ends up marrying the prince and she becomes queen. Is something connected to that energy. So it gives me the feeling of struggling now, but later you get the last laugh. Release. There's something here that needs to be released, and it's connected to anger, because you see the fire there. Fire is a sign of purification, and you know, with everything that's gone on recently with the horrific fires on Maui, which I'm on Oahu, it's a different island, but we're still all Hawaii, right? And our hearts are broken for everything they're going through. And so fire, we talk about this all the time, of fire can be, it's just like energy, it's like magic, right? It's like fire can be amazing because it can help keep people warm. It could help cook a meal and keep people fed and sustenance and nourishment, right? It could provide energy, but fire can also be extremely destructive. And I feel like this symbolism for some of you guys, that you have this burning passion / anger in your gut from whatever this is, childhood, daddy issues, mommy issues, someone broke your fucking heart, whatever this is, you have this burning passion or anger, if you will, inside of you. And you could allow that to burn and just destroy everything. Or you can allow that to burn and create something amazing from it, like something passionate, creative. So meaning you can take what's burning inside of you and you can alchemize it and transmute that into something amazing. And we all have free will. So it is a choice here that some of you have, where you might have this feeling deep down inside of you of anger because of something that's happened past life or childhood or in your current, adult life. You can use it to destroy. You can use it to create. And I think some of you are going to be using that to create freedom. You're freeing yourself from those energies that keep you stuck, keep you restricted, freeing yourself, releasing yourself from anything that keeps you in a lower state of mind. I think that it's really difficult, especially for Virgos, Libras, Aquarians, Scorpios, all the overthinking signs, right? And you don't even have to be one of those signs to overthink, right? But they get it the worst. Libra and Virgo are the top 2 signs to overthink. And so I know that already in general, you guys are always anxious and, you're ruled by Mercury. Mercury is always the engine revving, right? So imagine you're sitting in a vehicle and the engine's fucking constantly revving and you're feeling like, but nothing's happening, but that's what they feel, right? Because I'm not a Virgo, but I'm tapping into the energy of it. And when I tap into energy of that, whether it be Virgo or even Libra energy, but Libra not so much, very much so Virgo, I always feel like I'm sitting in a car and it's a fast car and it's the fucking revving the engine and it's at any second the brake is gonna go down and it's gonna go woo, I don't know when, and it's just like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. It's like that moment when you get into like a fucking crazy thriller ride, right? As any second, oh fuck, it's gonna go. That's that anxiousness normally. Now, I know for a lot of Virgos, you guys speak from experience that, you've learned to alchemize it and sort of you temper it is the point, right? It balances out in you, because what you guys do is you use it to your benefit. You use it to your benefit. This is the thing about Virgos. You guys are extremely intuitive, but extremely intuitive and intelligent. I mean, Virgos will give us Aquas a run for our money with the know-it-allies. Very fucking know-it-all too, just like Aquarians. Because you guys do know a lot. You're very smart. Intellectually, right? But also intuitive. But Virgos have to be very careful not to teeter the line too much on either being overly analytical and overly logical. And then being overly, whatever. You guys have to find this perfect balance and this medium. And I think for some of you, the freedom and release of that is just that. A lot of you are so empathic and you're so tuned in to not just yourself, but everything of what is, that a lot, especially in a time like now with all of the crisis that's been happening in Hawaii, on Maui, and in the world in general, if you guys are feeling this tremendous feeling of anxiety and anxiousness and paranoia, I feel it too. And this was a few weeks ago. I saw this video, but I didn't even look this up. And I saw an astrologer. I believe they were an astrologer, and they were talking about in the next coming weeks, we're going to all feel really anxious. And it's something about the energy. If you start to feel really paranoid, basically they were saying, like, if you have health anxiety, it's going to be to like the zillionth degree. If you are anxious about things possibly happening financially, it'll be to a zillionth degree. it was just this major sense of anxiousness, and we all felt it, right? We can always feel this energy of something. Oh my God, we don't know what. So I want to tell you guys, you're not alone. I think that we are all, the more intuitive you are, the more connected you are to what is, the more you're going to feel what is. And what's happening right now is death, right? It's the death card in the tarot deck, which is about endings which create new beginnings. And it really is about destruction, and it's about, you know, starting from scratch, right? The end is just the beginning, but in the moment of the end, it's heartbreaking. And we can't see the end of the tunnel. There's no light at the end of the tunnel in the moment. But I think that, see, this is overthinking. Your very first card's overthinking. Don't overthink. You cannot let what you're feeling around you make you think it's you. This is the key of which I try to tell myself when I am anxious. And I've been very anxious and paranoid since I was a child. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I'm a worrywart, as they call it, right? I'm very paranoid and worrywart. And so sometimes when I really start fucking going, oh, I have to tell myself, be logical, right here, right now in this moment, we're okay. We're okay. It's my mantra. We're okay. We're okay. You're okay. We're okay. Breathe, let it pass. Because sometimes what we're feeling is not our own, and we're taking it as our own and holding it as the burden of it's us, but it's not exactly us. It's what is. So I think that the older that we get, whether it's in muggle years or whether we're talking in soul ascension, the more we're able to sort of decipher, but not just decipher, but to become very self-aware. Self-aware is key in everything, right? Self-aware allows us to be able to be conscious to the reality of things and not get so sucked up and go down a fucking rabbit hole of craziness, if you will, right? Being self-aware is absolutely necessary. Being decisive and being able to make really good, clear decisions is also something. This is why they tell you never make a very big, hasty decision in a moment of passion or emotions, whether you're extremely sad, extremely depressed, extremely angry, or extremely fucking happy. Because sometimes we react and it's hasty, or we make a decision in a moment of passion or heat or happiness, and it's not really what we want later when we think about it, and the emotions temper down and everything is kind of balanced and quiet. So for you guys, I think it's very crucial that whatever this is that's happening in your life, of any decisions that you must have to make, that's coming or currently, the universe is urging you not to overthink it. Second card's the devil. That's that temptation. The temptation of getting swallowed up in your own mind of what if. I saw this quote years ago that really stuck with me. It said, worry is absolutely unnecessary, because you could worry about something that never happens. And that is, I mean, you think about that, right? Worrying about something that never happens. You rob yourself of the present moment. Imagine all that time you worried about this thing because your mind's going crazy and overthinking all this stuff, and you really robbed yourself of that time of which you could have been in the present moment, or that could have gone towards, you know, you being creative and or loving or you know, teaching or whatever this is. Instead, we wasted that time freaking the fuck out, worrying about something that didn't happen. And I try to tell myself that, of living more in the moment of, I do just like you, get anxious and freak the fuck out in the moment of things. And what if that happens? And I have to push it out of my head, because it's going to rob me of now. And if it happens, we will deal with it then, is my mentality that I try to be in the present moment of. If it happens, we will deal with it. But I'm human just like you, right? We overthink. But this devil energy is telling you, be careful, because your overthinking could actually lead you down a fucking rabbit hole, and it will take you away from the now. It will take you away from you being productive and creative. Okay, the devil-like energy is at low vibration, which we all encounter. Look at that 5 of Cups bottom of the deck, release. Remember, you had release and freedom. See how she's kicking away that cup right here. She's allowing that to be gone. She's releasing this. And some of you, it really is releasing something from the past, something that you thought could have been an option that wasn't. And you may have kind of been upset about that. That could have been that anger in the gut. Maybe for some of you, this is extreme heartbreak and it was non-love related and romantic. It was something else. You were so disappointed because this work thing didn't happen, or you lost a loved one and it wasn't even a romantic relationship. Whatever this is, she is releasing it back into the earth. And she is saying, this pain, this anger, this worry does not serve me any purpose. I'm going to release it. I'm going to let this go. I'm not going to let this rob me of my present moment of now. I will not let this distract me and deter from what I'm set to do. I'm set to create this beautiful life and leave a mark and be an amazing person. I have this destiny that's been set up for me. I'm the chosen one, and I will not allow all of this energy to keep me from fulfilling my destiny, is really what it feels like. You guys have the Four of Swords, which is healing. This is healing. You see that? It's about healing inner child. It was all about the healing of things that have happened in the past to break our fucking hearts. That's what she's releasing. Anything that still kept her stuck. King of Swords, some sort of clarity here. And then there you guys are, the Hermit, coming in very strong as yourself. You see how she's enlightened? Some of you are alone. And there is a misconception that being alone means that I'm not lovable. Being alone means that nobody wants me. Being alone means something's wrong with me, and that's not the case and the truth. I love to be alone. I love my own company because I love me. And I think when you love yourself and you love your own company, you welcome being alone. I mean, you guys are the Hermits in the deck for a reason, because you guys need that time to reset. You need this time to be able to center and ground back to self, right? And I think because a lot of you are so in tune to what is, when you guys are around very big crowds of people, for example, let's say you guys went to a concert, or you guys were really busy all weekend, or you were just around a lot of fucking people for a few days, you're going to walk away from that and for a minute after feel a little bit overwhelmed, because you were around all of that energy of swirling of whether it's their anger, their happiness, or joy, just a whole fucking array of all this stuff. And you're gonna need this time to kind of break away from it and disconnect and ground. I find for myself, we're all different, but one way I can really help myself get out of my own fucking head and overthinking and panic and anxiousness is I watch TV. I watch a movie, I read a book. I take myself out of this current reality into something else, which is why I love watching reality TV. I love reading books, right? Things like that. So that's just my way of helping myself remove myself from the now. And then later I kind of forget about it. But this is the key for you guys. What they're saying is take time out for yourself, heal, go within. And also this is about, you're gonna be important. In this lifetime, you are gonna be very important, whether to your family, whether to humanity, the fucking universe, right? You have been chosen to break the curses, stop the cycles of poverty, whatever this is. You have death, rebirth. It's exactly everything we talk about is endings create new beginnings, and that's what you guys are going through. Remember now, the butterfly isn't just the butterfly all of a sudden and it's so easy and it's happy and just snap the finger and it's a butterfly. That doesn't happen. The butterfly becomes this gorgeous butterfly because the caterpillar dies. And the caterpillar is alone in a cocoon, and it goes through spiritual death, and it feels physically like it's dying. And it's scared and it's lonely and it doesn't know what the fuck is going on. It doesn't know that what's happening is it's going through this gorgeous change and metamorphosis. It's going from this state of caterpillar and it's growing into its full potential. And many of you, that's exactly what's happening to you right now. It is death of the caterpillar, because you guys are going through this metamorphosis and transformation into butterfly, and it's not an easy process. It's not. But for those of us, I speak from experience, that have gone through this several times. I promise you, you're gonna be just fine. You're okay. Breathe through it, right? Don't let the mind trick you. Don't let that lower vibrational energy of the devil energy here trick you. Keep you stuck and restricted and make you overthink and panic and freak out and see something there that's not really there, or believe something that's not really there. Some of you, it's just about the belief that you are meant to be something more than what you think you are, or what people make you think that you are. You see that kind of an energy? It's about getting out of your own fucking way. Let's get into your extended. Now, the only way you can watch this is below this video. Click more. It's going to bring up my links. First link will be to my website, saltwaterhealstarot.com. It's going to be on my website in the August readings, because this is your August reading. Now, the second link below is my Patreon, and it's the only place you can watch the extendeds to all of the special love readings that I do for the collectives. There's also all the timeless and bonus readings I do there, erotic and non. All right, you guys? So thank you so much for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions here on YouTube. I will see you in the extended. Love you.